Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So today guys, we're going to be making salt mackerel rundown, and as you can see, I have my salt mackerel cut and is ready for this salt mackerel rundown. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in some cold water and let it sit overnight, and the next morning I'm going to pour that water off, put some more water and let it soak again, pour that water off, put more water, and then put it to boil. The purpose of that is to try to eliminate some of the salt from the mackerel, but not to get it too fresh, because you still want to have that mackerel taste with, you know, just a little bit of salt to it, but not too salty. So as you can see, I cut these in 3 because they were big. And the reason I cut it smaller is to, you know, to when I'm boiling it, it doesn't take too long to boil. Alright, so guys, after soaking them overnight and pouring off the water in the morning, I just add the fresh water. Now I'm gonna let it boil for about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna test it to see if it has enough salt, and then we continue with this salt mackerel rundown. So guys, for the salt mackerel rundown, we're gonna need coconut that you're gonna either grate or blend, because you need the juice. And if you're gonna blend it, you're gonna you want a nice rich, the juice is nice and rich, so I'm gonna blend it with a little bit of warm water, and so we can get that nice rich coconut milk to make this rundown. And as you can see, I have 2 medium-sized coconut which I wash and cut. So I'm going to throw these in the blender and let them blend, and then I'm going to juice the coconut for my coconut mackerel rundown. So guys, and with this guys, we're going to have it with some dumpling, yam, yellow yam and white yam. And guys, I'm coming to you from Jamaica, so my friend Nadine is helping me with this mackerel rundown because I've never made it before, and I'm here in Jamaica on vacation, and I said, why not, you know, kick off the Friday evening with some salt mackerel rundown. So my friend Nadine is gonna help me to put this together, guys, so stay tuned to see how we make this mackerel rundown. And guys, if you want to see how after I boil the mackerel and clean it and make just regular mackerel, I have another video which I'm going to post the link in the description, so you could go to that link to see how you cook your mackerel, clean it, and I pull it apart after it's done cooking, to remove as many of the bones as I can possibly remove, so when you're eating, you could eat it without having to be stopping to take out bones out your mouth. Okay, so guys, this is my pan. So we're sauteing some of the vegetable that we cut. So this is sweet pepper, onion, tomatoes, and of course a good old Scotch bonnet pepper. So we're gonna saute off half of what we cut, and then we're gonna leave the other half until close to when we're gonna put the mackerel in. Then we'll put the other half of the vegetable, or the seasoning, I should say. I'm saying vegetable. All right, so now guys, we're gonna go in, and my friend Nadine is gonna go ahead and pour the coconut milk in the pot, and we're gonna put that on medium, and we're gonna let it reduce to a custardy texture. And once it reduced to that custardy texture, that's when we're gonna add the salt mackerel in and finish up this salt mackerel rundown. So now she's gonna give it a little stir, she's gonna cover it, and after that we're gonna let it reduce, like I said, to a custardy texture. And here we go, 20 minutes later, it's getting there. It's not where we want it to be yet. We needed to reduce some more, so we needed to reduce some more, so we're gonna cover it and let it reduce a little bit more. So I'm trying to mash some of that tomato to give it that nice red color, or you know. So in the meantime, while that is reducing, we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna start our food. But before we do that, we're gonna add the rest of the seasoning, as you can see, and then we're gonna cover it and let that cook for a little bit before we add our mackerel. Yes guys, so again, I'm coming to you from Jamaica, and there goes the old Scotch bonnet pepper. Can't go. Listen, Scotch bonnet pepper have to be in it. That flavor, that spice, that kick, nice. So we're gonna let that reduce. So like I said, in the meantime, we're gonna start our pot with our dumpling and yellow yam. And of course, I'm in Clarendon, and there's a yam here that's called Thyme. I hope I'm saying it right. But it's like a white yam, but it's nice and soft. It's almost like sweet yam to me, like the little soft sweet yam. Yeah, so there's our flour. My friend Nadine, she is the chef of the day. So of course, all our yam and stuff is cut up and washed, and we're just waiting. So we're gonna put the dumplings in the pot first and let them cook let it boil for a little bit before we add the yam, because we don't want the yam to get too soft before the dumpling is properly cooked. All right guys, and back to the Rundung pot. It's reducing nicely, so we're gonna let it reduce a little bit more before we add the mackerel to it. Back to the food pot. Now the dumplings were in, and I think it's about 10 minutes that she had them boiling up for. So now she's adding all the yam. So it's yellow yam, white yam, and the Thai yam. And again guys, this is how we're ending our Friday evening. All right, now back to the Rundung pot, and as you can see, it reduces a lot. Now it have that custardy texture, which is exactly what you want. So now with that ready for the mackerel, we are going to go ahead and we're going to add our mackerel in, and then we're going to give it a nice stir to make sure all the pieces of the mackerel is coated with that custardy Rundung sauce. Yes guys, and I'm telling you, this smells absolutely delicious. And then with the flavor from the Scotch bonnet pepper, you could just smell that aroma from that Scotch bonnet pepper. It's so strong. Those were freshly picked the day before from the farm. And the yam was from my previous video where we picked where we dig that yellow yam, and we had some left over, and then the Thai yam and the sweet yam was also freshly picked, freshly dig. I keep saying picking. We ain't picking no yam, man. We dig yam. All right, so as you can see guys, that is coming along very, very nicely. And again, this is my first time making this, so I've had this in years. I would say probably 30 something years ago, before I left Jamaica. So I always wanted to make it. I just didn't know, and I'm sure if I asked my mom, I could have figured it out, but I just feel like I'm in Jamaica, perfect time to make this. Perfect time. So Nadine just add some seasoning just to give it a little kick. So we add some black pepper and of course the good old Maggie, and we're giving that a little stir. We're gonna cover it and we're gonna reduce our fire between medium and low, and then we're gonna wait for the yam and dumpling to cook, and then we're gonna serve this up. We have about 6 people excited and ready to eat this mackerel rundung. And again guys, I just want to say thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking my video. And if you're not yet a subscriber, please subscribe. Click that notification bell so whenever I upload a new video, you will be the first to get notified. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. That is it. Oh my. Guys, I wish you could smell that flavor from the coconut and the Scotch bonnet pepper. It's just a whole combination of flavor that's going on up in this kitchen right now. And guys, here we go. My plate is ready. When I say ready, ready from my belly. Look at that. The nice yellow yam, the dumpling, the soft white yam, the Thai yam, and of course I'm going for the dumpling first, just in case if someone extra show up. I ain't sharing my dumplings. No, I'm not. I am not sharing my dumplings. Yes, guys, so this is delicious. It came out better than I thought. Again, guys, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Click that notification bell. Click that like button. Share my video and comment.